Good morning. I hope everybody had a amazing Christmas weekend, or if you celebrate Hanukkah or whatever other holidays you might celebrate. I hope that you're enjoying time with family. And yes, so with that being said, my weekend has been absolutely insane. So I'm really kind of excited about using today to just get like everybody kind of back on schedule, including myself. And let me just pull up a couple of things here. So every morning, of course, we start with our gratitude. So let's go ahead and do that. And you can grab a piece of paper. I will read. I have my little book. I don't know. Let me see here. I have my little book here from TJ Maxx. It was like $4 or $5. And so I'm going to write down 3 things I'm grateful for and 3 goals for today. So if you haven't done that, let's just take a couple minutes, like 2 minutes, and do that. Okay, so I'm gonna say that's probably plenty of time, and I just want to talk about team news. The trackers are still up for Punta Cana. If you're still running towards that, don't stop, keep going for that. And even if you don't think that you're going to hit it, or you're not going to hit it, it's okay. Just keep going, because at the end of the month, you're going to want to screenshot where you end with those trackers, just so that you have an idea of what you need to work on, what areas for the next one. So like me personally, mine is adding to my team, building up my team, bringing in more promoters. That's what I need to work on, which is, it's okay. I don't mind working on that. It's not a bad thing. So yes, that is still up. So keep running towards that. And the PPA thing is done. So I can't wait to see who won that. I forgot to check it before it went down to see like where it was at, who was where and everything, just because it's fun. I didn't make it on the PPA board, but I'm definitely into like stuff like that. So definitely, the prizes on that were awesome. Anytime our company puts something like that out, definitely run for that. Then our newest thing today is Ultimate Thriver, which if any of you guys know me, you know that I love working out. I'm one of those people that has always loved working out. So I'm really excited for Ultimate Thriver to start today. Registration starts today. It actually starts on January 1st. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get your pictures up your first pictures up by January 4th. And for every month, so January, February, March, you have to have at least $150 auto ship run on those in order to remain qualified for every month that you're doing the Ultimate Thriver. So that's, at least your 3 steps. So if you don't have that scheduled, I suggest getting in there and just getting it scheduled for next month. So then it's all taken care of. And as promoters, good morning. And as promoters, I don't know, I didn't realize this. I'm sure that I was told, but I just didn't realize. You can order the 4-week experience with the extra box of shakes as long as you order it on an auto ship. So as long as you schedule out your auto ship, you can get the 4-week experience. or whatever, or the couples experience, whichever one you want. And then you still will get that extra shake. So I highly suggest getting that done and scheduled for next month. Anybody has questions about the Ultimate Thriver, there's some suggestions for pictures, like take it in front of a solid background, and they prefer head to toe. They prefer head to toe, at least head to hip. But when I did it this past year, season 2, I did head to toe, and I just wore the same outfit. I wore the same outfit for every single picture, just so that it was like more appealing, you know, aesthetically appealing or whatever. So, and yes, there is in the cloud office, there is a button now for the Ultimate Thriver. Like, so when you go, it's down underneath where reports are. So you'll be able to find it there in your cloud office. And then of course, if your customers, I'll have to sign into my husband's account and see. It's probably the same or something. I thought it like popped right up last year on his. I'll check that. Anyway, so I had asked a couple of friends and other people, to send me, let me go to order, there's a new workout bundle. Oh, there's a new workout bundle.
Yeah, it's thrive, build and recover, and or circulate and recover, and then it's like heat and something else.
Cool. I got my laptop over here. I'm only doing 10 things at once, okay? I'm watching Kristen eat and doing this, and that's exciting. I'm excited about a new bundle. Is it under the plus line or under the 1, 2, 3? Where is that under?
1 sec. I believe it was right there where you go to orders. Now you're making me look things up.
It's okay. Anyway, so I had asked like some of my team and other people to please send me some things that they've learned this past year. And I have been reflecting and reviewing some of the notes and things that I have taken throughout this year. And I just kind of wanted to share some of that with you. Sorry. So I just kind of want to share some of that with you guys, just because I think it's really important to just, we take all these notes, right? We get on all these Zooms and we take all these notes, but if you don't do anything with them or put them to use, what good really are they? So that's really what I wanted to just talk about, was some of like my favorite things, and which is a lot. Like, so I've been promoting since November, the end of November of 2020, and I've taken a lot of notes. I did go to Thrive Palooza in the end of April into May, and I took notes there. I can't even tell you like how much I've learned, and I've learned from tons of leaders across the board, because we have free access to these Zooms to get on and get plugged in and learn something, right? Like, I never did any kind of MLM or anything like that. Yeah, I never did any like MLM or anything like that until this. So I really needed to plug in to learn how to do, how to kind of post, how to do all the things, because I didn't know. I had no idea. I was pretty active on my social media before, but anyway, so I don't want to just like ramble here, but oh, that's my notes for today to do. Okay. So last night, I'll be 100% honest with you guys. We've been so busy. I'm sure that all of you that have kids have been super busy. I fell asleep in the chair like 8 o'clock at night. I woke up at like 11 p.m. in my chair in my living room, and I was like, oh, I gotta go to bed. I'm gonna be so sore. So I got up and I was like, oh my God, I had so much to get done yesterday, and I just wanted to really sit down and go over some of this. But so some of the things that and this might be a little bit all over the place. I'm going to try to keep it in some kind of an order. But if you want to take notes, I suggest taking notes. There's a certain area that I am going to kind of touch on a little bit more than the rest. Uh, so like I asked some of my people, what was a tip or trick that they had learned and that they had been putting into use? And my friend Hannah, she said to me to be genuine and redirect your focus on being helpful to people you care about. So what that looks like is like not redirecting your focus, not worrying so much about the sale as far as like helping people, right? We really just want to help people. It's not, yeah, is it great to make money? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, are you helping that person? You know, are you talking to them about their goals? Are you setting them up for success in whatever their goals might look like? Is it just energy? Is it $20 extra a week? Is it whatever their goals are? So that's kind of one of those. And then one of the other girls, her name's Darian, and she said, do your own research because you always sound more genuine when you're educated on what you're talking about, which I think is, absolutely. We need to do our own research about whatever our 5 things are, or, what, I know that Shannon and Tiffany were doing like an ingredients on certain products on like 1 or 2 Wednesdays out of the month, so stuff like that, like doing and I'm not saying like research every single ingredient by any means. I'm not saying that, but yeah. So stuff like that just helps you to be more authentic, more genuine. That's what people like to see that. Then for one of the things that Hannah and I both agreed on, this was really big for me, which I have, I'll be 110% honest. I've really slacked on this, and it sucks that I've been slacking on it because it's really important. So the potentials list, if you don't have at least one potentials list written down on paper, you need to do it or type it and print it. Like get a hard copy that you can hold in your hand of your potentials list, right? So like I have a few that I've done throughout the year. Like they're all over the place. It's great. I have them written down. I do have notes. Like I have gone through them a few times, but I need to be much better about going through and actually like going through the potentials list and checking that and all of that, every single day, because that potentials list is going to keep you focused. If you're a busy mom, if you're just a busy person, a busy dog mom, busy whatever, busy dad, all of it, you're going to need a way to sit down and be able to engage with the people that you have on your list, right? And if you don't have a way of keeping track of that, or you're not keeping track of it, it's going to make your life harder. You're going to always, it's just going to be harder. So the potential list is like my biggest thing. I have one for the vendor events. I did the destination to 40K. So I have all of those ones that Lisa and the leaders in there had us set up. So I have one for asked about the business, potential promoters, my master list, a hot list. And then what I did do is, because we went through all of our people on Facebook, A through Z, is I made lists in my Facebook. I think I've shared this. I made lists in my Facebook. I have that app Friendly on my phone, and for every single letter of the alphabet. So A all the way through Z, I made a group. And I made a group for like my women's group. I made a group for any group that I'm in on Facebook. And like, so people that I friend from those groups, I add onto that list. And then on the Friendly app, what happens is once you put those people in those groups, like your A's, you can go in and click on that group and it's going to show you your feed, your news feed for like only the A's, only the B's, you know, whichever letter group or whatever group you pick on, that's all you're going to see in your news feed. So it makes the interacting a lot quicker, a lot easier. So that's one of the big things that I did take the time, but I have to go back through it. You know, it's part of maintaining. Yeah, it's great. You make the list, you separate it out on Facebook, but are you actually utilizing it? Are you updating them? Are you crossing off the things? All of that's important. And that's why you need to have like some kind of planner so that you can, you know, so that you can keep track of everything. It's hard to, you're going to be more successful. It's going to be easier to be successful to write it down, to plan it out that way. And by no means, like, you know, I'm not the most successful person, but I'm always willing to learn any tip, anything that anybody has. And Denise, how do you make it? So you're going to have to do it on like your computer, on your desktop, or on, I think you can do it on the Friendly app. And what you do is let me just pull up my Facebook real quick here. Oh, I can. Okay, I will share. Yeah, you can go on your laptop, and what it is, it's been a while since I made actual new. Right on your Facebook, over to the left-hand side, it says groups. You click on groups, and then, oh wait, no, not, I'm sorry. Give me a second here. You go to your friends. Okay, these are custom lists is what it's called. So on the main Facebook page on your laptop, you're gonna go click on your friends underneath your name over to the left. And then you're gonna go down to custom lists. And then you're going to go to, let me see here, I'll just turn this around real quick. Okay, can you guys see that? So, okay. So you're gonna go to friends and then go down to custom lists. And then see, I've got women's group, my team, potential promoters. These are the groups that I'm in on Facebook, like any friends that I've added onto my Facebook, I put them in there in these custom lists. And then I have all the way A to Z, right? And you just go create list. This honestly, so what is easier, and then you're going here, then you just type the name of the people that you want, right? And let me go back to me. Okay, so you create those lists, right? And what I did was all the lists of the people I made, because we went down through in Destination to 40K, we went through every letter of the alphabet. So I already had written down all of my potentials for every single letter. And it was much easier to add them into these custom lists with having those people written down. So that's how I did that. And then with that Friendly app that I'm talking about, I don't know if I have it on this phone, but with that Friendly app I'm talking about, you can go and I'll show you. Change your feed to, and it's free. I only have the free app on the Friendly. Let me just flip this back around and I'll show you what that looks like. Oh, wrong button. Sorry. Okay. So this is what the Friendly app looks like. And you just push this button down here and then you scroll and you see where it says friends. These are all the lists I've created. So I'm just going to click on D and then it's going to change my news feed to all my D people. So then I can just go through and interact with all my potentials that way. Okay, so I hope that that helps. Let me just take a little peek in the chat real quick. Yes, and if anybody has any, if you need help with this, the Friendly app, I did learn, I think I actually learned about the custom list and the Friendly app. No, it won't. Well, what you can do on Facebook is you can so the way that it does it on Facebook is when I go to my custom list, I haven't figured it out. Maybe there's a way, I just haven't figured it out, but it doesn't, like when I click on my custom list on Facebook or the letter, it only like takes me to this page. Let me find, I'm sorry, I'm like moving this screen all over. Honestly, I really didn't know 100% exactly like what I wanted to even talk about. Okay. So I only have one F and let me go back to D. So when I click on the list, this is what happens, right? All of these people pop up, but you have to go on each and click each person, right? Which is fine. You can do it that way too. I don't mind doing it that way once in a while. I don't mind doing it that way once in a while, just because, you know, on the laptop, it's bigger than the laptop's bigger than my phone. But you might be able to put the Friendly app like on your laptop as well. But yes, the Friendly app like changes it to your news feed. So if you do figure out how to do it just directly from your Facebook without the app, excuse me, please let me know. But I learned this from, I believe, Maria Dillard's masterclass. She has some very good information on that masterclass. If you guys haven't gotten a chance to do that at some point, like don't stress out about it or anything, but definitely try and do that. That was like the potentials list and being able to keep track is probably one of the biggest thing. And of course, adding to your network, adding friends and stuff every single day or once a week or however you do it in your schedule is a huge thing. Those are pretty big takeaways for me. And then let's see what else I wrote down. So I know I talked about, let me see. I think that you can just go on to, I'll find out and I'll drop a link under the post that Shannon did on the Dream Team. I think that you can just like click on it and watch the videos or whatnot. I'm not 100%, but I could find out. I'll find out and I'll post the link underneath today's Zoom on Dream Team. And so, okay. Natasha Robinson, I know I talked really briefly about my goals. She is so super organized and has really amazing tips on being like organizing her business and everything else. I mean, all of our uplines have really amazing tips and tricks and all the things. I just have been able to learn very well from her. So if you need help with organization, I suggest going over to her YouTube channel. And if you guys don't know, that most of our uplines have their own YouTube channels. So you can go back through and watch any Zooms that you might have missed, or if you want to rewatch something because you weren't able to like take notes and stuff. Yeah. So okay. And all right, some of the other things I want to talk about, I'm just like looking at my paper. So these tips are kind of like how-tos on, like I said, this is my summary of my personal, like what I think helps me. I'm giving yep, VIP has a lot of training too. Giving shout outs to any leaders that I stole any of this stuff from and didn't steal. I learned it from you. Thank you. Yes, and Crystal and Ashley's weekly Zooms are on there as well. The YouTube is awesome. So if you see any leaders that you like, go check out their page, their YouTube channels, because they probably have one. So stories from the fan page. So taking stories and sharing other people's experiences is going to help you, so that, because my potential might not relate to my story or even anybody on my team's story. Maybe they will relate to somebody off the fan page, right? I do try to connect with people that people relate to, right? Like that's the point. So using stories from the fan page, voice clips is amazing. Like I can't even tell you how much time one saved me, because you don't have to type everything out. You can voice clip to yourself. And you can put like, put like a little note underneath it, like type a little note about whatever it's about, and put an arrow up or down so you know what that voice clip is for. And then you can forward them to people, and that just kind of helps. If you forward them, then you don't have to record them. If you're having like a blah day, because we all have those days, even me. It's nice to have you be able to forward those in your happy tone. You're got a positive tone, a happy tone. Nobody, I'm not saying nobody. People know that everybody has bad days, but you don't want to like focus on that. You want people to hear your excitement, right? So there's that. And then the last thing that I'm just going to get a drink. So the last thing that I really kind of wanted to chat about was, like I said, I was flipping through, like, this is one of my notebooks. I have many, and I was flipping through and I came across this one. It's called Power Words. And so some of the stuff that I wrote down was the voice clip of, make your voice clip of your story and have it so that you can forward it to people. Voice clip whatever you would like to forward to people. It doesn't only have to be your story. It can be whatever. Like when a promo or something comes out, voice clip something quick, quick and easy. So then you can send it to your people that you have on a list that might be interested, or, whoever. And so I wrote down magic words here. I feel like this is from Lisa or Stacy. I am not 100%, maybe Chast. I don't know. Anyway, so magic words. These are notes that I wrote down. So if they're a little, you might have to like adjust a little bit. But one of them was that I have underlined. Most people start, because I think this is from Lisa. So most people start on the full 3 steps. To use most people, because everybody wants to be most people, right? Everybody wants to be most people. And I have only, to use only, because it's a great, it makes it, it takes the pressure off, right? If you use in conversations, when you use the word only, I mean, it's up to you really how you want to use that. So there's that word. And of course, I know that they've talked, other people have discussed like packages and stuff, which are amazing. And you want to start higher and work your way down. I wrote down, stop saying but. I wrote down, this must have been like exactly like some kind of wording from someone. It says, I've got 25 credits left and I've got 25 in credits left that I can give you. I'll check in with you tomorrow. And then, do you consider yourself open-minded? How open-minded are you? What do you know about our business and what do we do differently? And what we do differently. And then you're going to paint a picture of like what things could look like. So anyway, there's just some of this is one of the Zooms that I really liked, was the talking, the magic words and stuff like that. 75% of people want to be told what to do, like in situations where they're ordering and stuff like that. They want to be told, okay, order this, 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 and this, and X, Y, and Z, right?
Can I interject something real quick with this?
Yeah.
When
Yeah,
you're
absolutely.
doing the packages, I love what you're talking about right now. You can make your own bundle for anything. You can title it anything. And you always want your good, better, best. And I love how she says, when you get to the best, that's where you want to throw in. And most people, you can get it on Audible, you can get it in a bookstore, wherever you want. There's a book by Phil M. Jones called Exactly What to Say. And it's a very short read. It's something you want to keep handy, but this book has helped me change so many people's minds just by the power of wording. So definitely look into that. Great topic, Katrina.
So, and like with that being said, too, if you're not sure on something, right? If you're not sure what or how to answer somebody back and you don't want to, maybe the customer or potential doesn't want to do a 3-way, right? Maybe they're not into that. Just screenshot the conversation and send it to somebody, because you would be surprised that like a flip of 1 or 2 words or just a change of a sentence can change everything. So definitely, I would definitely like kind of look into that a little bit. I'll try to find, I actually wrote down the date. So I will try and find this Zoom and post the link from this Sunday night Zoom underneath, along with the other one too. So, because I can't remember all the people on it, but it was a really awesome Zoom. I took a ton of notes. So I guess I really don't have too much more to talk about based on all of that. Those are really my biggest takeaways. Like I could go literally on and on about all these tips, all these things in my book that I wrote down, but I think that those are really my biggest ones. And just keep staying consistent. You hear it 1,000 times, just really honestly, truly just keep doing it. Your journey and your progress is going to look a lot different than mine's going to look a lot different than Anna's. Okay. And everybody is different and unique, and there's no reason to throw in the towel. Keep going, because we're all capable of getting all of the things that we want and deserve. And just, keeping that positive mindset. Yes, the holidays are certainly difficult for a lot of people, but we're going into a new year. I'm not saying that it's going to be better than the last year. I hope so. And I just really look forward to where we all are in another, let's say 12 weeks, right? Let's say another 12 weeks after the Ultimate Thriver. If you're not signed up to do that, do it for yourself. Whether you have, you don't have to have some huge transformation to do that Ultimate Thriver, right? Just do it for yourself. Show up, hold yourself accountable, and make like a few changes. If you can't commit to working out, 5-7 days a week or whatever, try 2 days, and try to eat better, right? That's really the biggest thing. Start there, because a healthy mind and a healthy mind and a healthy body all go hand in hand. And if you feel good on the outside, it's going to show on the outside. So take care of your body and your mind. But anyway, that's it. That's all I have for you. If you have any questions at all about any of this, you guys are welcome to message me. And I will try and help you as best I can. You're welcome to send me a screenshot if you want help with something. I am not by any means an expert, but I can certainly help you or find somebody to help you. So I hope you guys all have a great day. And there is no reading, right, Shannon?
For right now, the readings have been postponed, and until the beginning of January, we are pausing winners to give Lisa the opportunity to get caught up. With her getting sick, with her moving, with all the traveling and everything, she's gotten backed up and she's got to send months of gifts. So we're going to postpone that to take a little bit of that pressure off of her. This Wednesday, we're going to be doing Wheel of Intentions and goal setting for 2022. Now, tomorrow, I'm going to actually be posting with the link for Wednesday morning a couple worksheets, so you guys can actually print these out and work along with us if you would like to. But Katrina, you're amazing. I want to thank you. I took a lot away from her on what she wanted to talk about because of the Wheel of Intentions and setting goals, but I think she did an amazing job. So Katrina, thank you very much.
You're welcome. If anybody has any questions, I will, you can unmute yourself and ask before, since it's early enough, and then we can just hop off after that. So if anybody has any questions, unmute and I'll see if I can help. Okay. All right, guys. I hope you guys all have an amazing day. And if you think of any questions, message me. I will post the links of the Sunday Zoom for the magic words thing that I was talking about, and the Zoom for, if I can find the link for the masterclass, I will also post that underneath the announcement in the dream team for today's Zoom. So have a great day and keep going. Bye.
See y'all later.